down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 This is how you start a fresh rap with a new track. Put your seatbelts on, prepare for the impact. In fact, I did that with less than a six-pack. But don't drink and drive, cause it's easy to sit there. The beater crash dummy, don't smile, ain't nothing funny. Learned a long time ago, you catch more bees with honey. My flow is like vinegar, ooh, that's nasty. I'm a goalie in the streets, ain't nothing here getting past me. Chemicals and acid in my pen when I write it. Let it seep into your ears, brain, skin, don't fight it. Relax yourself, let your conscience be free. I gave you the medicine, don't blame your stress on me. I kill a rapper on TV for the loot if you let me. Look at her, I'm a savage with a style so heavy. Look at me, fresh as I can be. Casket clean, always draped up to the T. Oh, it's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I'm your captain now. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. I walk inside your building, take over your whole facility. New sheriff in town, I don't know if you feeling me. Better listen up quick, pink slip in your mailbox. Feel like you was assaulted, I guess is what you tell cops. You're fired. When I fired the 45, you not fit for this position, the whole country tired. Never no more am I ever turn a blind eye. Pull them on the carpet, pull the facts, let me find out. The realest of the real, I'm the people's choice. I represent the people that ain't got a voice, or got a choice, or got a man. I'm here if you need me, I'm your backup plan. We can take over the world if you believe me, man. Listen to me now, believe me later, I'm your master plan. We can take over the world if you believe me, man. Listen to me now, believe me later, I'm your master plan. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain now. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I'm your captain now. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to the Gr86 League, brought to you by Tanso Racing Group. We are here tonight at Road America. Ooh, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Last week was entertaining, was it not, around mid-Ohio? Oh, it was proper taste there. Mr. Razmataz himself, Raz Harper, took it to Ryan Dudley with only 2 corners to go. Got it high on the curbs last week and sent it all kinds of sideways, putting him down in 5th place, seeing the Simtech driver coming to take a victory. It was one to be had last week, but who is going to take it this week? And it's nice to see one of my favourite drivers back on the circuit as well this week. Mr. Eric Ronenberg is back this week as well. He is a firm favourite of mine. I do love his driving. He is phenomenal. And I think one of many, of only a few drivers that can take it to Team Simtech. But Mark Brown, I do believe, is still leading the way in the championship. We are pretty early this evening, like I said, 20:44 this evening. But I'm so excited for tonight. It's getting down to the nitty gritty end of the business of the season. So it's all to play for here tonight around Road America. A track that certainly is entertaining in its own right. Slipstream will be key around here tonight. You see Eric Ronenberg going through there in the pink machine. And I must apologise to the Gorillas. For those of you that know, I've been calling a certain team the Gorillas. And they're not the Gorillas, they are the Silverbacks. Team Silverback. So we will get them right. And I've been calling James, Jamie and Jamie James and all that jazz. But I tell you who I won't get wrong is Mr. Jim Strong. Confused the life out of me last week because I said he had a Castrol livery. To me, it's a Castrol livery and it's got Jim Stroll on it. So you figure it out. I don't know. I really don't know. But currently in practice, it is Eric Ronenberg leading the way on a 2-minute 44 last time around. He has got the fastest lap of a 2-minute 30. He is currently 1 second faster than Dan Wareham. So, yeah. So far, so good. And we have got only 19 degrees track temperature, 54% chance of rain, partly cloudy with 2-mile-an-hour crosswinds. But that is all is said about that. Here we go. We are here. They're all here. The boys are here. I'm here. Let's bring up the little box of timed out art. See what we've got on there. Dodge, we're currently on with Dodge CF14. He has got a little healthy gap to... yeah, to 6th place, not too bad. It's just under half a second, so yes. All to play for. All to play for. 20 drivers in so far. Sean Clark sitting down the back of the pack. Is that the Jim Stroll machine? Is that it? Is that the one? One may never know. Go check it out. Uphill over crest. You see the Simtech boys there as well, leading the way. Well, I say leading the way, leading this group of drivers, and there is Mr. Protagonist himself in the M&M machine. He said he was going to come into the chat earlier on, ladies and gentlemen. In the pre-evening chat, he said he was going to come in and tell me all about Man United. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I know we're playing like a bunch of cowboys. I know we beat them in. I know we beat Palace in the cup, and then we lost 1-0 at home. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'd rather play in a positive colour than look like a bunch of negatives. I would. And auto correction is on for the GR86s. And a big word out to our sponsors, Next Generation RP, who are sponsoring the GR86s tonight. They are server hosts. They have their own servers. They run GTA servers, Venture Airways servers as well, plus many more. They're on Discord as well, and their Discord channel is absolutely booming. It is racking over 9,000 people on their servers. That's how prolific they are right now, so go check them out. Next Generation RP, it is second to none. Where is my favourite driver? Where is he? Here he is, Mr. Eric Ronenberg. What can I say about this man? He I reckon is one of the drivers that can take it to Simtech this evening. He has got a great turn of pace. He is El Cremindo. He is absolutely banging. He is one to watch out for, as is Raz Harper as well. Raz Harper's only in 6th position right now. He is 1.06 off the pace of Eric Ronenberg right now. And that's down to 6th place, just 1.06 seconds separating 1st and 6th. A certain turn of pace as well. Then we've got Ryan Dudley, another Simtech driver who's 51 thousandths of a second off, and he's in 5th. So it's going to be tight, but this is only practice. We've got qualifying, and the race after that is quite another thing as well. So all to play for so far. Baz Racing says, good evening, Kev. Good evening, Baz. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good evening. And I've got to say, I am having an absolutely stonking evening, because I'll tell you what, I was made assistant manager of Eastleigh Football Club just a few weeks ago. I say a few weeks, it's about a month ago to be fair. And I played a fortnight ago and we won. Right, I don't know if this is irony. Right, and the gaffer, he went away today and watched Forest match, and he left me in charge. Right, so I put the squad out. I pick the squad. I do the squad. Right, and we win 2-0. And we had 10 men. We got down to 10 men. We had 15 minutes to go with 10 men, and we won 2-0. I'm unbeaten in 2 games so far. I'm absolutely loving life right now. Absolutely loving. Who I presume is still the championship leader, Mr. Mark Brown, currently sitting in 3rd place. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Mark Brown. He's just under half a second off as it stands, I do believe we have a new driver in as well, somewhere. I will let you know where that new driver is. He has just signed up, I do believe, and he is looking to join in, so I dare say he'll be in soon enough. Certainly want Mr. Mark Brown had a bit of a ding dong last week around mid Ohio. Got caught up in a few bumps and scrapes, but survived to tell the tale. He's currently sitting in 3rd place in practice right now, as is Martin. I'm not going to say his second name because I can't. If I try and say it, it'll sound really unpleasant. It's the only way I can describe that. If anyone wants to send me a voice note of how Martin's name sounds, then I would gladly try and clone it. But I'm not going to say it. I can't even say Mr. Dave Pinnier or whatever it is. No matter how many times people spell this name out to me in the chat, right? Pin-A-U or Pin-A-U. Can't say it. So I have dubbed him Mr. DP. And just my luck is not in this evening. But we've still got time. How long have we got left before lights go out? It is 8:51 and we've got 9 minutes before qualifying starts, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I'm good, cheers mate. I'm not ready. Oh, Baz is not. Why not, Baz? What? Why? What's the crack, Baz? Why are you not racing tonight, bruv? Let me know. What's the crack? Baz Cutting not racing tonight. That's shocking. If you hear me talking Spanish a little bit later on, it's because I'm drinking San Miguel. That's how chirpy I am, and I know I've got work in the morning, and I'm absolutely buzzing. My team put on a stellar performance. Bloody brilliant, gotta be said. Where is the governor right now? The governor, Mr. John Johnston, the man himself, the Iron Maiden of Tanso. He is there in the TRG machine. He is 5.11 seconds off the back of pole position. If he was to be qualifying right now, his fastest lap is a 2:37.08. Time to find for Mr. Johnston, I say. Time to find indeed. He's been around here just a few times. Seems to be a favourite within the world of a few of the boys here and around a few multiple leagues that we have. You know what, Martin? Get in the chat and I'll tell you. Get in the chat and I'll tell you. Don't come in the YouTube channel going, Kev, what happened to Man United? You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? The sort of people I have to contend with. Martin Lee, in his M&M machine, said he was going to come in the chat, but puts it in the tube. Cheeky. It's a good job, I love him. Known Martin for a numerous number of years. He's one driver, he's one part of the DSC, or the DMK, as we like to call it. The DMKRC is where we formed our name. Is ironic, really, because there's Dave, Martin, Ryan, Kevin, and Chalk, Oliver Chalk, and that's where the DMKRC come from. That's where it all come from. We all formed our own little group, and for the past 3 years, we've been busting on doing PlayStation, running leagues on the PlayStation, the PS5, as you do, GT Sport, GT7, wherever we can. We even tried trucks, and when that came free on the PlayStation App Store, it was pretty tasty indeed. So yeah, we've been cracking at that for the last 2 or 3 years, which has been really good. So yeah, that's where the DMK comes from. So, oh, Martin Lee, is it? He's waiting in the interview area. Let's bring him in, see what he's got to say for himself. Martin Lee!
Here he is.
Here he is! What are you saying, bud? You alright?
What happened to Man U at the weekend? Tell us.
Let me just turn that down just a little bit. What, you on? What happened to Man U? Mate, honestly, I don't even know. You know, when we played Palace, right? I thought we was on our way around. I thought we was on our way up. But watching Match of the Day the other night, I was like, yeah, I tell you what, we may as well be Palace and they may as well be Man United. It was that bad. Yeah, honestly, it was shocking. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, mate. To be honest, when you're on a wage that high, you can run around and do whatever you want for 90 minutes. To be fair, can't you? Yeah.
The story. He gets dropped to the reserves. It's not allowed like train the first time and that. It's
Yep.
way appropriate.
And how did you get on this weekend?
1-2-0.
One. Who did you play?
Burnley.
Nah, it was only
Expected to
Elmin
win.
Rose, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, expected to win. I mean, the first 10 minutes, they had about 2 or 3 shots on target. They looked good, but being a great game and really confidence and start looking out their formations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0. We've got PSG on Wednesday though, so I'm not hopeful of that.
Oh, it'll be a tough game against PSG, I do reckon.
A tough game, right?
It'll test you, for sure.
It'll test us, it'll batter us. That's what'll happen.
Nah, I don't know, you know. I mean, it's them sort of games where you find out who your players are,
Yeah.
you know, and who wants it the most. I mean, you've got a well-knit squad, to be fair.
Wow, we hit with injuries again, won't we? I mean, Willock's not back. Hop sidelined again. Jolin pulled his hamstring, like tweaked his hamstring on Saturday, so he's not available.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We'll see how we get on. I'll take, like I said before, I'll take a draw away.
Yeah, I would, to be fair.
It'll be a little bit better, but
Fucking hell, I'd take a draw in the Premier League.
a point against PSG in the Champions League. I'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
All day long. Anyway.
So, racing aside, Mark, how's this GR86 around this Road America circuit this evening?
Yeah, well, I think you're best off asking John Johnson.
I should have done worse than ask you that question, shouldn't I? I know you don't like this milk float.
Nah, I just can't get used to it. I mean, I don't know, it's just one of them cars I don't get on with, but it's good racing. It's a good league. There's plenty of people in, fair,
Yeah.
good fight, so happy to be a part of it, just sitting at the back.
I don't think you'll be at the back for long, though, if I'm honest.
Hey, what's my times?
What's
So
your times?
I was just about to say, don't look at my times because I haven't put a competitive lap in. There you go, 2:33.
2:33.83.
Oh,
Your fastest.
No.
Well, that is your best lap, and you are currently
Probably about 15,
3.07 seconds off the fastest time right now. That is a gap
Yeah.
from 15th to first.
no surprise there. No surprise there.
But I mean, practice is one thing. Qualifying on your own is quite another, and the race after that.
Yep.
Just pick up a few freebies on your way through.
I could probably stick a turbo on this car and I'd be no faster.
Oh, man,
Right.
brilliant. I love it.
I'm going to go and try and get a couple more laps in before quali starts in a minute.
Yep, you ain't got long. You got 2 minutes before quali starts. Have a good
No.
evening, my friend.
Same to you, bud. I'll see you later.
Yeah, you will do. See you later, bud.
See you later, mate.
Yeah.
Ta-ra.
Hello.
Bye.
Oh, Mr. Lee there in the chat. You love it. Just decided to no racing Sundays anymore. Oh, that's pretty sad to hear, Mr. Baz. Gutted. Baz Cutting is a not racing driver, ladies and gentlemen. He's pretty El Crispo. He's in GT4s, GT3s as well. Certainly a good win to follow for any new driver as well. Unfortunate not to have him in the GR86s this evening. Oh, yes. And there you go, Mr. Mark Brown. 74 thousandths of a second ahead of a very competitive Eric Ronenberg, splitting up the Simtech Racing boys as well. Down Wareham with his that photo. Yeah, the photo. It just does it for me. I can't look at his car, look at the com screen as well. I actually have to look at and see Mr. McJizz. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Don't tell him I said that, Mr. McJizz. Oh, God. Dan Wareham. What a photo. Brilliant. We've got Duds in the pits. Raz up and Mr. Razmataz himself. See? Curb, grass, braking round the corner. Don't work. Jim Stroll. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, was that not a Castrol liveried Jim Stroll machine? Shocking. Shocking. Tell him to take it out of reverse. Martin Lee, take it out of reverse in the M&M sponsored machine. See if he's out on the circuit. Not out and about just yet. Jonas, nope. Where is it? There it is. The M&M sponsored machine and Martin Lee. Who was just in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty tight race. To be fair, it's going to be very tight. Still, it's only down to Raz Harper in 6th place. Is on. Is 1.13 the gap from 6th to 1st. Tight as you like. Tight as you like. We are into qualifying. So let's see if we can bring up some sector times as we go qualifying and see who will be the first one out. One may never know. Looks like Raz Harper is the first one out in his. I've just realised what it is. He actually went on Wish. He went on Wish, didn't it? Ordered a Castrol decal and got Jim Strong. That's what you get when you order off Wish. It is, isn't it? It is. That's what it is. If anyone don't know what Wish is, then you haven't lived. You'd order a PS5, you probably get a SNES. You know, it's that sort of website. And the Jim Strong machine is out and on his out. That Mr. Raz Harper. Taking it, I did feel for him though last week. Took it right to Ryan Dudley within the last lap. 2 corners to go. Got it up on the curve, like I said earlier on, and then buried the throttle. Had the inside line as well to carry the momentum through. Ryan Dudley was well off his left side on the outside line. He had it all in his favour, but mounted it on the curve. Got it out of shape and just spun around, bringing it home in 5th though. Not a bad recovery, brought it home in 5th, but what could have been for Mr. Razmataz Harper. A little bit unfortunate, his own. Just a little bit unfortunate indeed. This is his out lap, it's not his flying lap, so this won't really matter. It'll be green and purple all over the sector. But the next lap we are looking for though. So, certainly want to watch out for. We've got Eric Ronenberg, Dan Wareham as well. Lee Ryland is another good driver to be looking out for. So keep an eye out for those. 10 minutes of qualifying. Gr86 brought to you by Tanso, sponsored by Next Generation RP. Fucking Jim Strong. Huh? Oh, yeah. Even my face dropped last week when I noticed it was Jim Strong. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. So Tony Lamb not out of the pits yet. Neither is Kieran Fletcher. They're in the pit lane, timed out as well. But this is where it will count now. The sector times for qualifying. So we'll just see how Mr. Razmataz gets on. In 5th last week. If you can continue that momentum as well, it will bring him up the table just a little bit, I do feel. But the driver I'm really most interested in is Eric Ronenberg. I think Mr. Webber will be and his wing mirrors and rear view mirrors full at some point of Eric Ronenberg. It will be pretty tight. Well, I say Webber, Mr. Mark Brown. We had a chat with Mark Brown last week about Eric Ronenberg, and he was like, yeah, if Eric Ronenberg was in the race last week, he would have been there or thereabouts. The pace itself of Eric Ronenberg is second to none. So we will see. But as we see, Eric Ronenberg has just had an excursion and rejoined the track. Tony Lamb is back in the pits. Not quite sure why. Sector 1, 19.635. Sector 2, a 26.5. Sector 3, a 26.7. Two more sectors to go for Mr. Ronenberg, or Mr. Harper, shall we say. I've got Ronenberg on the mind. I'm just so excited to see him back on the track, is what it's all about. As we come through the kink, the Widow's Nightmare. Call it the Widow's Nightmare in the GT3 car. You get it wrong or just to turn in late, you will be in the wall and your car will be a write-off and give pit crew something to do. There's edge through 9, 10, 11, 11, 8. Not bad sectors, to be fair. Pretty competitive. I mean, this car isn't the most powerful of cars, but slipstream will be key off that final corner. What lap time does he bring us on his pretty clean and consecutive lap? Goes in with a 2:31. I've seen faster. And I've seen faster. Jamie Dengle, Mark Brown, there you go. 2:31.20 compared to Raz Harper's 2:31.77. And Peter Woodmore, 2:32. Martin moves in with a 2:31.74. As well, Ryan Dudley, 2:32. Where is the man I really want to see? He is right here. Eric Ronenberg should be the man, the myth, the legend. If you haven't seen any Scott Sterling videos, if I could do the Scott Sterling announcements, I would do it to this guy here. With phenomenal. We have seen 2.30s coming in practice, so 2:31s. Pretty slow in my opinion compared to the drivers we have seen, but Mark Brown has pole position as it sits. Martin and then Raz, Wareham, Woodmore, Rylands, Dudley, Dengle, Evans. And we've got Eric still yet to pull in a time. So who's your money on this evening around here? I mean, Simtech have got racing pedigree. We've seen them racing 1, 2, 3, and they've had a couple of 1, 2, 3s. And the racing is synchronized racing, is the only way best I can describe it. You know, they don't try and force each other off the circuit. They tend to follow each other around the circuit. You know, so. Barring any silly mistakes, any late breaks, or anyone feels like they're being held up, I don't think team order is really a big issue, but yeah, apart from just an handful of drivers, unless Team Simtech check all themselves out and finish down the order, it wouldn't be a tough one for anybody to get on that front and maintain it at least. We've got two purple sectors. Oh, purple sector 1. Sector 5, I've just got somebody I've just beaten that sector time. 17.1. Someone just beat that in sector 5. This lap time going to be for Mr. Ronenberg. He has got one more flyer as well. There you go, straight up to third position. 2:31.728. Dan Wareham then moves into second place. Martin down to third in the pit lane. Evans moves up into seventh place with a 2:32.5. I think that is their laps done. So the only people that can better that: Ronenberg, Harper, Ervold, Johnston in 15th. And Mark Brown, is he on a lap? It's slower than Dan Wareham in sector 1. What's he got in sector 2? Runs it very wide. That will be a penalty. That will be a ×1, definitely. All four wheels off and over the gravel. Yeah, 2 temps down. Sector 2. This part of the circuit is pretty tasty as well. As we head down towards the, is this the carousel? Not quite. Now we head through Speedsville. The carousel, do love this corner. You just got to feather the throttle in GT3 cars at least. Wait for the nose to tuck into the right hand side. And once that nose is tucked in, you can bury and cream cracker the throttle and it will carry up. The car will hold, it will carry through. Not taking the GT3 racing line, but staying pretty tight to the right hand side. Through the kink. Or as I like to call it, the widow's nightmare. And down towards turn 9. What's the next sector going to be? 41.628. Down running out to the extremities of the circuit there through turn 9 into 10. And off we go. That's quality over. I'm not going to finish that lap. Ooh, taste there. Let's bring up the grid for you. So it is Mark Brown who's going to lead the way. From Dan Wareham, then Martin, Eric Ronenberg in 4th. Razmataz Harper in 5th, Peter Woodmore in 6th, Ben Evans in 7th, Luke Rylands in 8th, Brian Dudley in 9th, Jamie Dengle in 10th, Darryl Morrison in 11th, Dave Clark in 12th, Martin Lee only 13th, James Smith in 14th, Jonas in 15th, Sean Clark in 16th, John Johnson 17th, 18th is Kieran Fletcher, 19th Tony Lamb, 20th is Jonathan Brown. Oh, and we're just in time for the lights, ladies and gentlemen, and I hate that SDK logo. If I knew how to turn it off, I probably would. That would say qualifying is one thing, racing is quite another. For 20 minutes in this little sprint session, as the boys all load up on the grid. And just a quick to tell you, all the triple numbers are the pro drivers, and it's nice to see Woodmore, Evans, the AM drivers mixing it up in the top 10 as well. The double digits are the amateur drivers, and the triple digits are the pro drivers. Don't let that phase you none. Here we've got the lights. Boys are poised. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We got 5. We're poised. We are away. Gary's waving his flag like a trooper. And a little bit slow off the line there was Mark Brown as Dan Wareham gets a little side to side. And we go 3 abreast into a double 3 abreast down towards turn 1. Martin Lee in a little cradle of his own. Not going to force the issue, but that Mark Brown will hold that position, will it? As Dan Wareham, the computer tells me, he has got the lead, and you see it there around the outside of his Simtech buddy. Oh, that's pretty close. Pretty close indeed. Mark Brown says he's got the lead as well. Where's Kieran? I don't know where Kieran's gone. We have got a Woo at the back of the pack. That is Jonas Ervold down the order. Martin Lee is falling down the order as well. Off circuit like a troop. Just gets passed by Jonas Everald as well. Good luck also to Alan Morrison. They will need it around Road America, my love. Definitely gonna need it. Jamie Dengle passes Lee Rylands as well for 9th and 10th. Peter Woodmore down 1. Ryan Dudley up 4 into 5th. Right on the back door of one of El Moi. Eric Ronenberg, and that Jim Strong machine is up into 3rd place. Down Wareham is wide and down 3. We'll go down 4. As that's Martin coming around the outside through the carousel. Not quick enough around the outside through here, my friend.
I actually came up looking for you.
I don't know why we are hearing comms. Does anybody know what? I don't know why we're hearing comms. What is that about? I'm not even in the chat. Cheeky! Tell you what we'll do. We'll exit that off because we don't want to hear that. It's how fruity and loopy. It is Ryan Dudley up 5 into 4th. right on the gearbox of that Toyota Gr86. As we come round the final corner, late on the brakes, get it unsettled. He has got, he's just lost all his momentum. Late on the brakes, a bit of ménage à trois, shall we say, in the racing world, as the slipstream train then does continue as Dan Wareham comes past Ryan Dudley for fourth. And Ryan Dudley will do well to tuck into the back of his Simtech Racing Machine teammate and let him pull him down the straight. But Eric Ronenberg is now making a move on the inside of that Jim Strong machine. And I told you, ladies and gentlemen, the two to watch out for are certainly making the moves as it stands right now, separating the Simtech machines and taking points as well. Let me go and have a look down the order, because Mr. Martin down 6. Got it all to do. From 22.1 seconds off the lead, and he has got 1.36 to Jonas Erdvul.
Big field for night.
Erd starts what? That was the governor. It's like we've got psychic powers. We can hear all the chat. I don't know what that's about. Peter Woodmore passes Jamie Dengle for 7th. It's all pretty tight as well. Where is Mr. Dave Clark? He's up to into 10th. The TVG, the vape guru, the man, the myth, the legend is up into 10th place, up 2 positions. He is tracking pretty well indeed. And I do believe that is a mellow yellow Jamie Dengle. The 51 machine, the mellow yellow Days of Thunder. I've just made a friend. Love that. Absolutely loved it. That's Cold Trickle, ladies and gentlemen. Cold Trickle. Mellow yellow. Love it. Absolutely banging. Brilliant. Really, really good. Mr. Johnston, the governor, the man, the myth, is up into 12th place, up 5 positions. Tony Lamb is up 6 and not too far behind the governor either. Having a look around the outside, pulls out the slip as we head down into turn 9. Is he going to do a Stevie Wonder? Signed, sealed, delivered, and yours. Yes, it is. Up into 12th position goes Tony Lamb, getting that move done. There's Ben Evans is next in the Dunkin' for a flunking machine. Absolutely, Mr. 13. Let's go. Not too far behind. There he is, Mr. James Smith in the Silverback machine. These are the team I was telling you about that wasn't best impressed that I was getting the name. I think I called him Jamie Smith or something like that, and I called him the Gorillas. But he's down 1 position into 15th place. Did start 14th, but running pretty well. His teammate's not too far behind in the Silverback machine. Mr. Darryl Morrison is down 5 as well as Mr. Morrison. He's in 16th place. Jonathan Brown up 3 into 17th in the Marlboro machine. Jonas Ervold is down 3 into 18th. Martin Lee down 6 into 16th. But it's still Mark Brown leading the way from Eric Ronenberg. And only just, as Eric Ronenberg did have a little cheeky look, showing his nose to Mr. Brown there. And down probably one of the best overtaking spots on the circuit. It's got to be one of the best, because they won't want to overtake you again through sector 3. Not a chance unless you go through the carousel, line astern, and then hope for the best in towards 9, 10 and 11. So, Simtech 1, 4, 6. Oh, I mean, Simtech have had quite a few trio podiums at the moment. I don't think it should be allowed. But Mr. Eric Ronenberg on Raz Harper certainly turned up tonight, and I've got something to say about that. Ryan Dudley is up 3 now into 6th place, and Dan Wareham is down 2 into 4th. And on the back of that Jim Strong machine of Mr. Razmataz Harper. Dan Wareham will have the inside line in towards turn 9. He's going to do a Stevie Wonder as well, is it? Or is that Jim Strong machine going to force it around the outside? Nope. Dan Wareham gets that move done, signed, sealed, delivered. And that's how close to running, ladies and gentlemen. Nose to tail. These boys can actually do that. It is phenomenal driving. Absolutely phenomenal driving in this league. Doesn't matter whether you're a pro, an amateur pro, or absolutely brand new in this league. Cater for all. Phenomenal. And we're only 7.5 minutes in. And that is Eric Ronenberg as well. He is literally tucked right under the nose of Mark Brown. Literally that close. Heading towards turn 1. It is a little closer on the exit of turn 11. As he got a great run out of there. And he was nose to tail with Mark Brown. I think Mr. Ronenberg is actually awake rather late or rather early morning from where he's from. I believe he's American, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. If I am, put it in the chat. Let me know. Excuse me. That was the drink talking there. That wasn't commentary. A lot more curb taken there for Eric Ronenberg as well compared to Mark Brown. Literally. Great. He's a lot braver on the brakes as well. I mean, I would have broke up a crest and hopefully drive it out of the corner myself, but what do I know? I'd rather break up the hill and into the corner and drive out of the corner, but probably wouldn't have settled the car just a little bit too much. We will go down the order. Never look at some of the back runners shortly. I just want to see his stance through the carousel, if I'm honest, because this is where he seems to make up his time, close that gap, shall we say, to Mark Brown. Let's see if he has a dig dab through the kink. It should be flat in the 86, and it's as sweet as you like. And we are gaining now on Mark Brown. You see the car getting a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger. As he got the conundrum to send it down the inside, and that would have been a Hail Mary of a send. Probably a big accident as well. So, the sort of brain mentality that you need to pick and choose your moments in racing is just comes to you. You can't breed that sort of thing, you know. You learn it on the wheel, not being told. It's the only way I can describe it. And we have got a sensational run out of turn 11A. And already pulling up behind the bumper, getting a little bumper up there. That would be a ×4. Now, not really teammates, but probably mates off the track, unless they are looking to build a gap. Now, I am having a cheeky little look, and they're not even pulling that much of a gap. It's 5/1000ths of a second to Dan Wareham and Raz Harper. So, if you make contact on iRacing, it is a ×4. So, one is not quite sure why they are eluding or even attempting to bump draft. One may never know. One may never know why that is. But Dan Wareham is still down 2. He is he's had a move. We did see him. He's not having a look just yet. We have got 9 minutes left to go this race, and we are going to go reverse grid, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. JT Johnston is in 19th place, and he is having a little scrap with James Smith, who's down 4 as well in 18th place. Jonas Ervold is in 17th. Martin Lee now down 3 but up into 16th place after his little excursion early on. He has got fresh air in 3.48 seconds. Catch Jonathan Brown, who's in the Marlboro machine, and around you go. Did well to bury the throttle there, spin the axles of that car right round, baby, right round. Martin Lee gets a free bet up into 15th place. Darren Morrison down 3 into 14th place in the Silverback machine. John Clark, one of the protagonists we've seen Dave Clark having a scrap with in pre-season promo. Really race it was. Up 3 positions into 13th. Ben Evans is just 53,000ths of a second off the Vape Guru, as you see in front in the Duncan machine. And then you've got Dave Clark is up in 11th. Tony Lamb is up 9 positions into 10th. Let's go, Mr. Tony Love. Jamie Dengle is up one into ninth. Will he stay ninth? Yes, he will, but only just in a mellow yellow machine. Peter Woodmore down one into seventh place in the El Placion. Nino. Ryan Dudley is down up three into sixth place now, and he has got 3.28. The catch to Martin, who's down two in the fifth, and he is in this quadruple car chase of Dan Ware, Matt Harper, Eric Ronenberg and Mark Brown, which I think now is becoming a bit of a cork in the bottle, if I'm honest. We've only got 7.5, so just say 7.5 minutes to go, but how long can he maintain that? One may never know. That's Ryan, that's Dan Wareham running wide. And Ryan Dudley even wider. That took a proper excursion. There's a bump draft effect thing going there, but you can see the Jim Stroll machine catching as well, and a lot later on the brakes was the Jim Stroll machine. Caught up really well. I mean, unless he is literally right on the limit, Eric Ronenberg, my maths, he was literally one more touch away from being given a drive through. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've had 6 laps. Yeah, it's probably a touch away from, 2 touches away from having a drive through, if that is the case, but one may never know. One may never. It might be just my eyesight deceiving me with my specs on. That it get a little bit close, but it looked like a bit of a bump draft to me. Definitely no iron team. But there's an eye, pull me away, lad, and I will race you later on. Yes, we'll see. Who is my iced driver? It is Peter Woodmore in 7th place. Let's go, Mr. Woodmore. This is where we'll see a running a game all the time. We'll get a better view whether it is a little bit of a love tap or he just gets really that close. Just gains so quick as well. You can't not run that close and just give him a love tap as well. As we see the Jim Strong machine having a look at Eric Ronenberg. I'm not quite going to get that move done into turn 1. Got it all again to do. 5 minutes just over, well, 4.5 minutes left to go this race, and Mark Brown still leading the way from where he has. Martin Lee now is only down 1 position up into 14th. While is his gap to the car in front, 5.5 seconds. Dan Morrison has just passed Sean Clark in the silverback machine. Let's go, Mr. Clark. Darren Morrison having a little ding dong. Lee Rylands. We haven't seen the revive machine either, have we? No. You need a little revive. Anyone plays Call of Duty Zombies, you'll know where that came from. I was a sod for that Call of Duty Zombies, really was. Absolutely hammered it. Probably one of the best shoot 'em ups I actually enjoy. I don't like COD myself, but I'll do the zombie missions. It is really good. Dave Clark in the pits. One is not quite sure why he's in the pits, but he is. So somebody, everybody is gained a freebie. Mr. Johnston will be licking his lips and saying thank you very much for feeding William. Thank you very, very much. That is a freebie. For the top 17 as Mr. Clark is in the pits. Jamie Dengle is now up 2 into 8th and 7.14 seconds off the back of Peter Woodmore, the iced driver right now in 7th place. and he has got only, well, I say only, it's coming down. It's 4.2 seconds off the back of Ryan Dudley in this Simtech machine. Did race him in the GT4s, did get a little unsettled. Ox, if you bump draft properly. Is that right? I did not know that. I will learn to do that. I will learn to do that. I mean, when I was doing GT Sport and I was bump drafting there, right, I didn't know then when you got this penalty, like a time penalty for running wide off the circuit. We are on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know. Alright, bro. That if you bump draft a car with a 1 second penalty, you could only go off throttle and it just saps the penalty straight off. I did not know that, but it did. So, yeah. And D10 Piper, who is the D in the DMKRC, learnt me that move, and yeah, it worked like a treat. Absolutely worked like a treat, and won me a race doing that as well. So, yeah, phenomenal. So we are on the final lap. Dan Wareham has passed Eric Ronenberg by 8 milliseconds, and I do say we are on for a ding-dong of a finish as Dan Wareham looks at the inside of Mark Brand. Maybe he's holding rear gun that Jim Straw machine of Raz Harper up to position that into third place. He is all over the back of Dan Wareham. Heading in with only a few corners to go. There is no time separating these. I do believe Dan Wareham now has become the cork in the bottle. He's giving his teammate the light, saying, I got your back, bro. You go. I have got your back. None shall pass, says Dan Wareham. But Raz Harper and Eric Ronenberg, I am sure, will have something to say about that if they get off a chance. This is going to get tasty. One more lap to go. That's what I would like. One more lap to go, but we're not going to get it. This is the final lap, and the top 5, as we see them right now, separated by a second. The top 5, this lot is separated by a second. Eric Ronenberg having a look at the back of the Jim Straw machine and has got a little bit of slip as well, side by side into turn 9. He's not going to get that move done around the outside, nowhere near, as Martin runs wide as well. The Simtech boys doing it 1 and 2. Don't do a synchronised Barrichello and Schumacher because they don't work. Mark Brandon will come home to take a victory here at Road America for the first race of the evening. Mr. Mark Brand, ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by his Dan Wareham teammate. 1-2 for Simtech Racing again. Raz Harper coming home in third place. Martin will come home in 4th. Eric Ronenberg dropped a nugget, ran it out wide in 5th place, and he's just going to sail it down the grass out of frustration more than anything. Great driving though. That was a great save. That was a great save, got to be said. Phenomenal. Martin Lee still down one. The Silverback machine with Daryl Morrison is in a bit of a drag race here with Lee Rylands to the line. Lee Rylands just holds on as well for 11th and 12th. Great little drag race as well. Fantastic driving. Yeah, Martin Lee ain't slowing down for no one. Takes them all on. With Martin Lee. Great racing in race 1. That was pretty good indeed. Really enjoyed that.
You bastards could have slowed down a bit, so I could have caught you.
Probably could.
From the back here.
I don't know why we're picking up Wicked Race Chat, but you know, adds to the excitement. You know, we've got pit crew. We've got our own pit crew.
What happened to you, James?
Well, what a decent race 1. Simtech doing it again. Simtech at it again. Waiting on the results, and there you have it. Mark Brown from Dan Wareham. The Simtech boys, Razmataz Harper in 3rd place, taking the final step on the podium. Martin will take 4th. Eric Ronenberg, unlucky, running wide out the final corner, giving up that 4th place for Martin. He will finish in 5th. Ryan Dudley in 6th. Peter Woodmore 7th. Tony Lamb 8th. Jamie Dengle in 9th, Ben Evans in 10th, Lee Rylands in 11th, Darren Morrison 12th, Sean Clark in 13th, Martin Lee, Not a Great Racing 14th, John Johnston 15th, James Smith in 16th, Jonas Ervold, if I say that right, let me know. If I don't, I'm not really bothered, is in 17th, Dave Clark in 18th place. And we've got Jonathan Brown in 19th. And Kieran Fletcher, who does Neil Paul, in 20th place. So 8 laps down. Wow. Really good indeed. That was a good race. Now the boys got a little 5-minute warm-up, hopefully to regain their composure. Some may go to the what, and some may not. You know, so that was a pretty quick 20 minutes, what? Track limits much, says Ellen Morrison. Yes, track limits much indeed, my sweet. A few was pushing it to the extremity of the circuit, I've got to be said. But you can run on 1 or 2 of the corners where there is the larger black, shall we say, extra bit of circuit. They like, if it comes up on the scenics, I'll show you, but there's a few. You see these like little dark patches out wide here on the right hand side of the screen. You can run wide out there to get a later apex in, and you won't get penalised for it. But if you go onto the gravel onto that same sort of circuit, then you will pick up a ×1 penalty. And it's easily done around this circuit as well, because it is a fast flowing circuit. And this is on the exit of turn 3. You'll run wide onto the black stuff on the right hand side. You go 4 wheels over the gravel onto the grass, then rejoin onto the circuit. That will be a ×1 as well. So it's easily done, because you think you can get on the power a lot earlier than you actually can, and you can't. It's one of them where you go, I want to go. You go, I've got to wait. Just wait wait that 1 second more before you decide. But some of us, we're men, we don't listen to our instincts, you know. We just want to go fast all the time, you know. So it's what we're like as a group. But I do believe as well, it is a top 15 reverse grid. So if I can do it again, let me see if I can do it again. So who is going to start? So we're top 15 reverse grid. That'll be John Johnston on pole, and Martin Lee in 2nd, Sean Clark 4th, Darren Morrison in 5th, Lee Rylands in 6th, Ben Evans 7th, Jamie Dengle in 8th, 9th Tony Lamb, 10th over Peter Woodmore, 11th Ryan Dudley, 8th Ronenberg in 12th, Martin in 13th, Raz in 14th, 15th will be Dan Wareham, 16th will Mark Brown, if that is right, something like that. That's what it will be. So really looking forward to the reverse grid. Now I said this last week, how fast can the boys fight their way through the grid to back up the order, and they did it within half a lap, some of them. I mean, Mark Brown absolutely through the circuit. Absolutely nailed it. He was savage. No holds barred is Mark Brown. You know, but he's got another victory this evening, which will only intensify his stance in the table, shall we say. One of the best tracks by far. I can't agree with. I would agree with that. But I haven't done the Red Bull Ring proper in a GT car yet. So I want to do the Red Bull Ring. And I want to do Interlagos as well. I think we should use those tracks a little bit more, but that's just me. I do think they're a decent circuit to be able to, and especially in a car like the Gr86, the Red Bull Ring and Interlagos would make the racing just a little bit closer, a little bit tighter as well. So that would be really good. In big tracks, yeah, right, fair enough, but I like small, compact and fast, if that makes sense. I like nose to tail. Oh, that's just me. Catalonia as well would be another good one. Pretty cool. I think the next race is around 25 minutes, this next race. And we've got the grid right up there. John Johnston, Martin Lee, Sean Clark, Darren Morrison, Lee Rylands, Ben Evans, Jamie Dengle, Tony Lamb, Peter Woodmore, Ryan Dudley, Eric Ronenberg, and Martin is down there as well. Then it's Mr. Razmataz Harper from down where, and Mark Brown, James
Right,
Smith,
just keep clear the second race.
Jonas
It's a
Ervold,
25-minute race.
Dave Clark, Jonathan Brown, Kieran Fletcher.
Slow guys up front.
Gonna be pretty tasty. About Mr. Nugget, are they awake? No, we have just got there just in time. Did see the feature clock climbing down there. I was like, ooh, might have to rewind it. But we got away. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are away again here for race 2. 25 minutes on the clock, and Gary is waving his flag like a trooper. Martin Lee just sticks in behind. John Johnston as well, and we have already got Darryl Morrison having a look at the back of Martin Lee as well, heading down into turn 1, and them Sing-Tech machines, they're already making a space, already claiming a name. Is Ryan Dudley down the inside as well. Now has got a chance, up 4 positions as Ryan Dudley as well. Did race him around it, he absolutely savaged this track in the GT3 car. But the Toyota 86 is something completely different. Again, where are they? Up 4 positions, Mark Brown already past one of his lead contenders is Eric Ronenberg, down 1 into 12th as well. Martin Lee then takes the lead up 1 position, up into first place. Let's get on with Eric Ronenberg because I want to see how this one pans out for the guy as he looks to make a move down the outside. And this is the corner where I said if you run wide, and you can right there, but you don't need to go all over the gravel. You will not pick up nil point for that move. Oh, laid on the brakes, a little love tap on the rear end there of Mark Brown's 86. No love lost, no points given. But we're going to go switcheroo anyway. Ryan Dudley has had an excursion and fallen down the order pretty quick as well. He's still up 2 though, but down 3 on his opening lap as Eric Ronenberg looks up the inside of Sean Clark, or should I say Sean Clark looking around the outside of Eric Ronenberg there. That would have been a very, very impressive move. Who has got the Woo car? Is that Mr. Woodmore? Yes, it is. The El Policio. Having a little. Oh, Duncan for a flunking! Duncan has gone. That is Ben Evans falling down the order through the widow's nightmare as well. Damn, he is now down in 11 spots into 17th place. That is not how you dunk it, my friend. That is not how you dunk it. And here comes Mr. Jim Stroke. Tight up the inside as well, gets that move done. 25 minutes, yes, my friend. Cheers, my Bazza. Bazza tells me it's 25 minutes. Just making sure as you do. Let's bring up that battle box for the boys and girls. Back up front, Martin Lee leading the way. And only just, well, I say only just, there's a gangle of cars here on the back of Martin Lee. And he's only a second ahead, if that. 8 tenths of John Johnston, who is coming under 5 from Jamie Dengle in the yellow Mellow machine. Oh, Mellow, hello. And if I could imagine what John Johnston was saying then, it would be hard for Foxy or something like that. It probably would be something like that. Well, I wouldn't want to call this, really, to be honest. Looking at it. There are. They've just seen that. Oh my God! God, that was Lee Rylands, was it not? Came in like a bat out of hell. I'd love to know what music he's listening to, because he forgot to fucking brake then. And he took off the field with him. But went from up in the top 10 and down 12 positions. Jesus. That's what a lapse of concentration can do to you around this sort of circuit. Wow. And wow. Already, ladies and gentlemen. I did tell you about these boys. Already up into second place, and we haven't had About 2 laps. 2 laps. Guys are 14th, 15th from 12th. Ryan Dudley up 6. In a 4th. That's the next Simtech driver. Where is Mark Brown? Up 7. Into 8th. They're a new breed. They are a new breed of driver. They really are. Come on, Eric! Put the pressure on them, son. Full sends, full sends. No more bum drafting. Come on, lad, let's go. That is a TRG machine, and that is the whip we were going through. James Smith, Dan too. Where's James Smith gone? The silverback machine. Now the big excursion, was that the king? No, that was turn 9. He got that all out of shape. Dan Wareham has took pole from Martin Lee. And Martin Lee is no slouch at all. At all. The guy's a savage race driver. He is absolute. When he has got the bit between his teeth and he's got the flow, he's got the momentum, he's got everything with him, and he gets gelled in, he is unstoppable. He's a new beast of driver. But Dan Wareham is just a new kettle of fish. The Simtech team are well oiled, well drilled. They just know how to get the job done. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And I don't know who else can stop them. Don't know who else can stop them. Ryan Dudley then moves up into second place as Martin Lee gets it all out of shape. Dan on the brakes and Dan 7 spots. The chocolate's melting on them tyres. Then M&M's are not holding up, and we have got a catastrophe here at turn 4.
You squeeze, mate.
That was not so good. John Johnston has had a whoop whoop.
No, I didn't squeeze you, like.
He didn't squeeze him, he said. Let's have a look at it. Oh, synchronized TRG spinning. Will upset the rest of the field while you don't have to. Damn. Back to the live. 2 TRG machines coming together. Only takes a little bit of contact to upset these cars. They are high line suspension. They do wail from side to side in certain corners. Not very favourable to the curbs, especially high banking curbs. Doesn't settle the car until you get on board. You see him in the cockpit. And this is Martin Lee all over the back of Sean Clark, and got the inside line as well, heading down towards turn 9. Is he brave enough for a full send as well? 3/4 of the car left behind? No. Sean Clark measures it, gets it defended well, heading into 10. Through the snake into 11. We wasn't turning then, was we? We wasn't turning then, Mr. Lee. Come on, man, sort it out. Damn. Now I want to see Mark Brown. Now he's in 6th place and he's just that close to the leader. It's Simtech 1, 2, 4 and 6. Up 9 positions. Biggest earner so far is Dan Wareham, up 13 positions and leading the way. Praise them enough. Yeah, you're only as good as your teammates, as they say. But Dan Wareham returned the favour for Mark Brown in race 1, holding up the pack. Let Mr. Mark Brown go away, gave him the lights, let him know he's got his back. Will Ryan Dudley do the same though? One may never know. I don't know if they have a little team chat radio like that. One may never know. But the yellow melon goes around the outside there. But Eric Ronenberg and they're coming together on a bit of a ding dong. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. And the Whitwood picks up a free bet. Everybody picking up a freebie. Tommy Lamb gets a freebie. Peter Woodmore gets a freebie. Eric Ronenberg got caught up in that just a little bit. Just a little bit. There's a song there somewhere. One may never know. Peter Woodmore then up 4 into the top 5. He's only 61 thousandths of a second off Tony Lamb. who's just in front, and he is doing really well to hang on to the back of Mark Brown in that Simtech Machinery Race 1 winner, current and do believe championship leader. So, and what they're fighting for, you may ask? $15 iRacing vouchers. That's what you'll win if you win the Pro League, and in the Am League you win exactly the same, plus you get promotion to the Pro League. So, all to play for. And that is Tony Lamb going down the inside of that Simtech machine. Is he brave enough? Yes, he is. He is. I don't care who he was, son. He wants a podium. Let's go, Tony Lamb. Full sends in that Sim Gig machine. Up into third place. Mark Brown down to fourth, but up 11. He's into fourth place. Peter Woodmore is not too far behind in the Nino machine. And Eric Ronenberg did have that little excursion earlier on. What's his gap? He's currently off the lead, but ooh, just in a position swap up front between Ryan Dudley and Dan Wareham. Eric Ronenberg is off the lead and not actually counted as on the lead lap, which is weird. Really weird. As you can tell, the Delta there is not counted for Eric Ronenberg, so one may never know. Ryan Dudley has passed his Simtech Racing teammate for first place up into 12th. But I want to go, what have we got left? We are only 10 minutes in, so we will go down the order and have a look at Mr. Governor himself. Had that big coming together with Dave Clark. Down 17 now is John Johnston into 18th place. Dave Clark up one position into 17th in the TRG machine. James Smith in the Silverback Team Racing sponsored Gr86 is equal way starting 16th place. And 2.5 off the back of Jamie Dengle, who is down 8 into 15th place in the Yellow Mellow machine. Sean Clark down 11 into 14th, but on the back of Martin Lee, who is tracking Ben Evans for 12th place. The Duncan for a flunking machine got it wrong earlier on. Jonas Ervold is up 6 into 11th, but how long for? Because Martin Lee and Sean Clark will have something to say about that. No doubt very soon enough as we go through. The carousel, it looks like Martin's got that job done already. That's not carousel. You get so eager when you get to this part of the circuit, even I don't know. Driving standards looking good, as says Jamie Allen. Yes, they are, but they are absolutely bang on, got to be said. We have had a little 1-2 earlier on, but yep. It's not bad. It's better than Omaha Beach, shall we say, in Mid-Ohio last week. You know, it was proper rough and ragged racing there the other week. Even people were going in dry on the rear end above us. So yeah, it was hear 'em, scare 'em last week. Now, how was the stream for you this week, Mr. Jamie? I hope it's good for you, bud. And everything fine, wined and dined and tuned as you do. And who is that getting it all ambidextrous? That was Mr. Jamie. No, it wasn't. It was Sean Clark getting it sideways just a little bit. Adding to the entertainment. And oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Eric! Separate them, son. Separate them. That's not 5.8 seconds if I ever seen it. 8 Ronenberg. Apparently it's 5.8 seconds off the back of Dan Wareham. Looks a little closer than that as he gets a move done on the race 1 winner of Mark Brown, who's 19 thousandths of a second behind Eric Ronenberg. Tony Lamb is in the mixer as well, and the Whitwood machine of Peter Woodmore is there and nearabouts. Wow. Really good racing indeed. Ryan Dudley and Dan Wareham. Mr. McJiz is swapping spots, as shall we say. It's trading places, pulling each other along, and it's working to the effect of 6.5 seconds, or 6.6, as Eric Ronenberg gets passed by Mark Brown. I don't think Eric Ronenberg will give up on that position anytime soon, but they've got to worry about Tony Lamb and Peter Woodmore. There you go, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, says Tony Lamb, and up to 4th place is Eric Ronenberg, down to 5th. Peter Woodmore now is next on the move in the Whitwood machine. Ben Evans has hit the wall. What happened to Ben Evans? One may never know. The crash was that bad. The cameras missed it. Kind of. Jamie's fantastic. Oh, we get a brownie point from Jamie Allen. There we go. Absolutely buzzing. Thank you very much. Love it. That we can please thy fans as you do. As you do. Let's go and check on the governess. Where is the governess? He is now in 16th place. Tracking the dunking for a flunking is Ben Evans in the dunking machine. He is stuck between the TRGs of Dave Clark and John Johnston. It's a TRG sandwich. I don't think I'd like a donut in mine, but you know, don't knock it till you tried it. What I say, don't knock it till you tried it. But dunking for a flunking is looking at Dave Clark. Do the kink, or the Widowmaker, as I like to call it in any GT3 car. And tomorrow night is the TCR League, which I do post-race comments for. Tuesday night is the GT4s. Wednesday night is the GT3s that are actually racing. Those two leagues, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesdays, I will do, depending on the track combo. I'll say track combo, depending on how many are racing on track on the night, I will do post-race comments for that. So watch this space for those. I did do the TCRs the other night, so it was pretty tasty indeed. And that mellow yellow machine is having a look at. Who is he having a look at? Not that one. It was down more. Nope, it wasn't him either. Never mind. Jamie Allen couldn't race tonight. Was looking forward to it, but Beard's come first. Defo a huge improvement. Oh, Beard. You know what, Jamie? I am somewhat 4 sheets and brain car parks myself, my friend. It's my first day as in management of football, and I came away with a 2-0 victory. And I couldn't get any better than that, so we went to the pub, as you do, and I went, I've got to go work later when I get home, and I am a little bit cheated and parked, so yeah, beers do come first. I'm currently drinking San Miguel, which after this can will turn into unfiltered Stella Artois, and then I will go and quietly sit in the corner and watch Match of the Day, if I dare. So yeah, cheers my man, cheers indeed. Ryan Dudley still lead in the way, side by side, synchronised driving by the Simtech Racing boys. We don't need to see them right now. Mark Brown is in 3rd place, and he has got Eric Ronenberg closely behind him by 2. He's literally there, he's there. Come on Eric, let's go my son Tony Lamb and Razmataz Harper. And the Whitworth machine of Peter Woodmore is off in the kitty litter and under fire from Martin. Razmataz Harper in the Jim Strong machine is just a second behind of Tony Lamb. Where is Darryl Morrison? There he is. He is in 10th place, riding out the top 10 on the hunt for Lee Rylands, which is less than a second. Boys putting on a little bit of a show this evening, and a few getting a little bit wider as well. I wider now. Some Jonas Ervold went off circuit. John Johnston passed Jonas Ervold to P14, and that would be wide. John Johnston is now up into 14th place. Doing really well. Started on the Stella but was in danger. So I had to turn it to top. Had to turn to the top shelf. Ooh. On the JD and Coke. Oh, you know what my favourite top shelf drink is? It's Pernod. Pernod. I just love the smell and I love the taste of it. I think it's absolutely savage. I know it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. I love a bit of Pernod. Mwah. I do. Love it. We are 19 minutes in now. We're just 6 minutes left of this race. And it's the Simtech boys, 1, 2, 3, as it has been. And these two just floating around like two doves on a mating call, shall we say. Just swapping positions as you do, willy-nilly, just entertaining themselves. by Mr. Mark Brown is coming under threat from Eric Ronenberg, who wants to upset the party. And these boys are only 4.5 off the back of the pace. The cars in front, so Mark Brown and Eric Ronenberg are evenly matched on pace, you know, so it's a damn daring move for Eric Ronenberg if he wants to upset the trend of the Simtech boys. Mark Brown won't want to give it up lightly. He will not want to give it up by any stretch of the imagination, or the championship leader, as we've got Raz Arpanet is on the back of Tony Lamb in his Wish sponsored Jim Stroll machine. It's meant to be a Castrol, I'm sure it's a Castrol. Perno, old school, love it, bro, yeah. No drink and drive. Very sensible, Jimmy, no drinking and driving. Hey, no, back in the day when we was on place. Oh, Jim Stroll is, oh my God, Jim Stroll. If you're going to hit him in the ass, at least buy him a drink. That was shocking. It does. Fireball whiskey smells amazing. You know, the only whiskey I like, if I'm honest, is the JD Honey. And the apple, saying that, the apple and honey, yeah, they're nice. They are nice. I'm not a whiskey connoisseur, but I have tried some. But I have tried the honey and apple. Yeah, that's nice. Right, let's go catch up with these numpties on here. Where was it? Yeah, they just went it. He went it, so. We will get a run through the clock. Oh, jeez! No, you won't. Don't tell me you haven't. He has. He has. He's had an excursion. Please tell me we've got that. We're on the back of Mark Brown. Plowed up his ass. Now, I don't get the physics of the game like that, because that should have sent Mark Brown ping-ponging down the road, and he should have carried on his way, but I can't see how. The Toyota of Eric Ronenberg now up 6, down to 5th. Martin then up 8. Eric Ronenberg repays a favour, gets that move done down the inside. He has got... he has got just a couple of minutes left. He's got 4. He's got 3 at best. To bring down the gap, he's not going to do that. He's going to need 2.5 seconds a lap to catch Mark Brown. Not going to happen. Simtech 1, 2, 3. Martin is his closest rival by a second. And then just behind him is Peter Woodmore, Lee Ryan, is Darren Morrison and Tony Lamb. Just to say a few. And the Whitwoo machine of Peter Woodmore is up 3 into 6th. Lee Rylands is down 2 into 7th as well. But he has got the silverback machine of Darren Morrison down 4 into 8th. Tony Lamb is down 1 into 9th, and Jamie Dengle is rounding out top 10 in the mellow yellow machine. And Ben Evans, Sean Clark, 11th and 12th. Who have we got a little fight with? That is John Johnson off on the gravel. Not having a great time, is that TRG86? Not at all. Where is Martin Lee? Martin Lee is off and in the pits as well. Not sure what's happened to Martin Lee. Oh, may never know. But the Lovebirds are still leading the race. 1 and 2 and 7 seconds ahead of their Simtech teammate, who was under fire from Eric Ronenberg as well, to be fair. Who is now under fire from Martin, Peter Woodmore and Lee Ryland. Have you heard of Venom? It's all the rage with the kids. Come on, the Silverbacks! Yes! We're getting it right this time. We're getting it right this week. I was pulled to one side and the governor did have a word. I think I was calling Jamie James and James Jamie, and then calling them the Gorillas, and then not the Gorillas, they're the Silverbacks. I don't know. Nobody told me this. There was no A4. I just call it as I see it. That's how I do my sim. I just call it as I see it. I'm very unorthodox. So, you know, it's green. Is it? Face green, smiley face greens, smiling face green, smiley face green, green, smiley face. Loving the polish car. The Whitwoo. It is. It's the first one I've seen. There's a little Nino. Do you like a Nino? What have we said? I think it's Mr. Woodmore's machine is the Whitlow. Yeah. We are now within touching distance of a finish, but I tell you what, a second a lap has just come out with Mark Brown. That gap is down to now 5.9 seconds. He's not going to catch these pair by any stretch of the imagination unless they decide to take each other out and give Mark Brown another victory, which would be pretty unfair, to be said. But the sinker there is Mr. Mark Brown, not too far at all. He's just there in the background. But Ryan Dudley, Dan Wareham, the Simtech boys, the floating doves of the sim world, are going to come home 1 and 2 and 3 through 10 and 11. Well, I don't think there'll be any fight for the championship or team championship. There you go. Flashing the lights. Dud's giving it, well, Dan Wareham giving it a little wave, so thank you very much. It is a checkered flag. It is going to be Dan Wareham from Ryan and Dudley and Mark Brown just over the line. It's another podium for Mark Brown. I don't think there's been a race where he hasn't been on the podium. Eric Ronenberg, what would have been drag raced to the start finish line and just coming out in 4th place. From Martin in 5th. Peter Woodmore in the Whitworth machine will come out in 6th, and Darren Morrison will round out the grid in 7th. Lee Rylands will come home in 8th place as well. Oh, that was pretty decent racing, to be fair. That was good. That was very good indeed. We'll let everybody get across the line. We will get the results up for you very shortly. That was decent indeed. We did lose a few drivers. Finished on with 16 drivers. Mr. Johnston as well.
Okay, Eric, you're a bell end. Cheers, pal.
Let's get the results when they appear. Somebody's still waiting to come across the line. When they arrive, we'll get them for you very shortly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that race, ladies and gentlemen, because I certainly did. I enjoyed that. Yeah, the results are in for us right now, and there we go. Dan Ware and Ryan Dudley, Mark Brown, Team Simtech 1, 2 and 3. Eric Ronenberg took the fight, lost out, getting it all out of shape. He's finished in 4th, Martin in 5th. Peter Woodmore in the Whitworth machine is in 6th place. Darren Morrison 7th. Lee Rylands 8th, Tony Lamb 9th, and Jamie Dengle rounding out the top 10. Ben Evans in 11th, John Clark in 12th place, Jonas Ervold in 13th, Dave Clark in 14th, James Smith in 15th, John Johnston in 16th, Rasmutas Harper down the order in 17th, and Martin Lee 18th, some 5 laps behind. Not what I'd like to see from Mr. Lee. But it is what it is. Jonathan Brown in 19th and Kieran Fletcher. Neil Poir tonight. Didn't race tonight. His name's on the board, but Neil Poir didn't race. It is what it is. In 20th place, nonetheless. Unfortunately for us, was on the crap. He was up front for a short period, but looked like he got taken out. Well, yeah, no, Rubin's racing. He was up front for a while, you're right. He was up front for a while. Let me bring up the chat. Let's go see who wants to have a word with me this evening. And no one else, I bet it'll be Mr. Brown in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't cut across you, mate. You just absolutely smashed me. I'm watching it now.
Mr. Mark Brown, how you doing, my friend? Are you there, Mr. Brown? Mum? I can't hear him. Surely he'll hear me in a minute. Probably got his headset muted.
Not crying, mate. Just absolutely out of order.
Oh, hang on a sec here. I think I've lost my audio.
Mark Brown!
Oh, I'm back again.
Eric, you're absolutely wrong there, mate. I'm watching it. I'm ahead of you. You just
We're picking up a bit of communication cross wires here. We're getting the. I'm watching it. You did me wrong there.
You had the overrun and just rammed me, mate. You should know better.
Got the
You know.
overrun and rammed him apparently.
I don't know what's wrong with my Discord.
No, mine was
I
doing it all through the race, but I don't know what was going on, to be honest.
Yeah,
Mark
no,
Brandt,
that's
another
it.
victory in the bag for you this evening, my friend. Well covered from your teammate Dan Wareham as well in race 1.
Yeah. Race 1, 100%. Like the slipstream is ridiculous, and that like it's
Yeah.
very hard to get ahead. And fair plays to Eric. Like it was kind of a he drafted me and keep pushing me up the long straights just because there was the only way we could sort of keep ahead. Yeah, it is what it is. Like it went all right. Second race, oh jeepers, oh.
I don't know how you boys do it. I really don't. The Simtech machine are a well oiled and drilled up team.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
all
You
right,
know, I mean, is it where you are in the championship determines who finishes where, or you give points to, or is it just who's in front the longest?
it's not really that there, so it isn't. It's just that like Eric, he missed the last weekend, like so he isn't really fighting for the championships. So
Yeah.
although not there, just between me and him, like fair plays.
Mm.
He sort of helped me along, I suppose, in a way. But
Then the Team Simtech had a little fight early on. I mean, you had Dan Wareham and Ryan Dudley had a little 1-2 earlier on, but I think they were just jousting about, feeling themselves around the circuit, swapping positions 1 and 2, right?
I could see them in the distance there, but
Yeah.
very hard to catch them once I lost the strip stream. But yeah, it is what it is. Like
You come
we
through
still
the-
got a third, so Eric flipping hit me at the very end of the race there, and I was nursing a lot of.
Yeah, I was
But
screaming him on. I really was. I built him up in the chat and I was like, now this is a driver to watch. The only one who I reckon can upset Team Simtech is Eric Ronenberg. And after last week, I bigged up Mr. Razmataz as well. After he spun it on the 2 corners to go at Mid-Ohio as well. I thought the 2 drivers that could upset you tonight would be Raz and Eric. But just didn't have enough, I felt, on the night to take it to Team Simtech.
yeah, it's a hard track. That
Yeah.
it is. It's very very fast, very sweep. Fast corners. If you don't get the exit of the corner, then you're open for the slipstream out of them, big long straights, and you can't.
I mean,
You
there was
can't
once or
protect
twice, I
yourself.
think it was race 1 where Eric, out of turn 12, seemed to get an excellent run on you, but wouldn't make the move. He kind of drafted you down the start-finish straight, and I really thought he'd pull out a bit late on, take a little nosedive on you, but never took the move.
No, he said he was pushing me along basically. So it was.
Yeah.
He knew the slipstream was a hard. It's very fast with slipstream. Basically, Eric would have got me in that straight. The next straight, I'd have got him back again. It's just very hard. We were better off just trying to leave the pack and sitting where we were.
Yeah.
He was happy enough to help me along, so fair plays to him.
Wow. Surely you only need a couple more points now to clinch. What would be a good championship win?
Yeah, should have pulled a few points on Ryan, so we should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it's Barber next week.
Yes, we've got Barber next week.
Yeah,
That will be
so
another. That will be another testing circuit for some.
Yeah, it's just I've only ever done it once in touring cars, so I have.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. It's wide but twisty, so no massive speeds in it, but it'll be interesting. It'll be a technical wee track. So
Yeah.
it is.
Definitely.
So, hopefully that suit us. Hopefully. See
Yeah.
what happens.
We hope, but I mean, like we said, practice is one thing, qualifying is another, racing is completely different, you know. So I mean, around Barber as well, I reckon it's going to be a mixture. You could have a mixture of Mid-Ohio and this track together. It's going to bring that sort of racing. It's going to be tight wherever you are, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll see now. Hey, next week's another week. See what happens. You can have a good night, a bad night. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I think
I seem to have the pace in practice and qualifying.
Yeah.
It's just the whole thing where racing side by side.
Well, you just keep doing what you're doing. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I don't know how
hopefully
you
so.
do what you're doing, but you're doing bloody brilliant.
Thank you very much.
It's great to
see you.
watch. It is really great to watch.
Thank you, and cheers. Keep up the good work with the streams and stuff there, and
Oh,
thanks for Tanzo for this league and stuff. So
yeah.
yeah, see what happens.
Well,
If I
I
win this
don't.
season, next season I'll not qualify. I'll start from the back.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? He's not going to qualify next season. Mark Brown is not doing any qualifying. He's going to start from the
We'll
back
see.
of the pack, right? And I bet you within 2 weeks he starts qualifying.
We'll see.
I
We'll
bet
see.
you
Who
he
knows?
does.
I might flick a coin for it to see what happens.
Wow. Well, I wish you all the best at Barber, Mr. Mark Brown. I really
Cheers,
do,
thank you
my
very much.
friend. It's been a privilege
care.
to watch you racing so far this season, and I wish you all the best with the few races that are left.
Thank you very much. And yeah, it'll be interesting. Can't wait to watch the stream tomorrow. Stick it up and see what happens.
Yeah, well, I hope we do. We've got a Nino, or I've dubbed it the Woo, which was pretty decent, to be fair. I didn't know anyone run a police car liver, but we've dubbed it the Woo. So yeah, I think it is Peter Woodmore's machine.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's running the police car livery machine. It's fantastic. Some of the liveries on there are absolutely stunning. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant
Well, sure. We
stuff.
shall hopefully have a conversation next week again.
Well, we are 4 on the bounce right now, so if we can make it 5, it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So, brilliant stuff. Mark Brown, ladies and gentlemen, took race 1 victory, coming on the podium in 3rd place as well for Team Simtech. Team Simtech doing it again, 1, 2, 3, wherever they go. Nobody's gonna. I don't think anybody. The woo, love the nickname. Yeah, you do, says Peter Woodmore. Anybody gonna stop these boys? Just somebody, just upset them a little bit. I mean, don't wipe them out, obviously. They're ruining the racing, but you know, I thought Eric Ronenberg, Mr. Razmataz was going to get up there, not to be this evening around Road America, but you know, we've got Barber Motor Speedway next week, a big circuit, wide circuit, technical circuit, able to go 2 or 3 wide in parts of it as well. So we will see next week where we are and where we're at with the drivers. We've got a midfield battle going on. We've got a battle with the Simtech who wants to win the championship. As Mark Brown said, he's gained a few more points on Ryan Dudley, but Ryan Dudley gained a few more in race 2 as Dan Wareham took a victory there as well. So all to play for. Going to be a phenomenal end to the season. If you have enjoyed the stream, just show the boys some love. Hit that like and subscribe. This video will be downloaded when it ends and over to Tanzo's Facebook page as well. Tanzo have got their video page that this stream goes over to, so please subscribe to that as well. I would appreciate that. And if you're new or you just sat there watching the stream, you're new to sim racing, head over to Tanzo Racing Group on Facebook, on Discord as well, or they've got a webpage, www.tanzoracinggroup.co.uk. You can head there as well. And this this league is brought to you by Tanzo and sponsored by Next Generation RP, who have server hosts themselves, and they have GTA servers, Venture Airways servers, and I tell you what, over 9,000 people on their servers as well. So there's no question they are the creme de la creme right now, and I really wish you would go check them out as well. Tomorrow night we have got the TCR League, and then Tuesday night we've got the GT4s. Wednesday night we have the GT3s. They are all post-race comms, which I just do for the crack this season. So it depends how many we get on track. It depends if I do comms or not, if I'm honest. But I do love the touring car, so I will do comms for that. And I have been DSC Broadcasting. For those that don't know me, I am DMKDK10. But for those that do know me, I'm Kevin Randall. I'm out of here. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, act like you know. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 This This is how you start a fresh rap with a new track. Put your seatbelts on, prepare for the impact. In fact, I did that with less than a six-pack. But don't drink and drive, cause it's easy to sense that. The beat a crash dummy, don't smile, ain't nothing funny. Learned a long time ago, you catch more bees with honey. My flow is like vinegar, ooh, that's nasty. I'm a goalie in the streets, ain't nothing her getting past me. Chemicals and acid in my pen when I write it. Let it seep into your ears, brain, skin, don't fight it. Relax yourself, let your conscience be free. I gave you the medicine, don't blame your stress on me. I kill a rapper on TV for the loot if you let me. Look at her, I'm a savage with a style so heavy. D, look at me, fresh as I can be. Casket clean, always draped up to the T. Ooh, it's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I walk inside your building, take over your whole facility. New sheriff in town, I don't know if you feeling me. Better listen up quick, pink slip in your mailbox. Feel like you was assaulted, I guess is what you tell cops. You're fired. When I fired the 45, you not fit for this position, the whole country tired. Never no more am I ever turn a blind eye. Pull them on the carpet, pull the facts, let me find out. The realest of the real, I'm the people's choice. I represent the people that ain't got a voice, or got a choice, or got a man. I'm here if you need me, I'm your backup plan. We can take over the world if you believe me, man. Listen to me now, believe me later, I'm your master plan. We can take over the world if you believe me, man. Listen to me now, believe me later, I'm your master plan. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down,